Hello, beautiful people. I hope you guys are doing well. So, today I am back again with another reading, but this is going to be a special reading, and this is going to channel the Divine Masculine's current journey. Alright, so we had a reading on Divine Feminines, and today we're going to tap into the Divine Masculines and let's see where they are currently at their journey. So, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael, please tell us about where the Divine Masculine is currently in the journey. Leg up. Right, this is beautiful. So, I have a feeling that the Divine Masculine currently is at stage where probably they are getting a whole lot of help from the people around them, from the community around them, from families, friends. There's a lot of support that I'm getting. I also see some sort of a divine support. If you can see, there is some sort of a divine presence around the Divine Masculine, if you will, right? And that speaks volumes. Right, give me one more card for our Divine Masculines in their current journey. Milk and honey. All right, this is beautiful. I think I'm channeling Divine Masculines who are currently in their milk and honey stage. Probably they are enjoying the 3D material abundance at the moment, where they might have had success, they might have had a lot of material gains. So probably some of the Divine Masculines might be reaching for a career growth, right, where they might have had promotions, might have had a different sort of a level up in their job. Some of the Divine Masculines could be figuring out their job purpose, right, or their purpose, overall purpose in their lives, and that's what they're waking up to. All right, I get the bottom of the deck, blessed. All right, tell me more about the Divine Masculine's journey at this point of time. One more card, please. All right, I see overall, I think it's a beautiful energy with a Virgo new moon here. Serendipity. Wow, this is beautiful. I think some of the Divine Masculines are reaching a sense of serendipity, where probably they are getting some sort of downloads, or trying to, or maybe they're getting some sort of enlightenment with regard to this particular connection as well. And this is beautiful, people. The kind of energy that I'm getting is absolutely beautiful. All right, so let's just dive into the tarot, and let's just see what else wants to come up, right? Archangel Metatron, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Uriel, all the holy guides and Holy Spirit, angels, please help us understand the Divine Masculine's current journey. I know there's a whole lot of noise in the background. I'm so sorry about that. Whoa. Oh boy. Well, I must say, the Divine Masculine is actually getting some sort of a leg up, or some sort of a divine support in terms of a past life connection. I think the serendipity card that popped up has got to do with this past life connection. I think some of the Divine Masculines are waking up to the power of this connection, and they might heavily be in their nostalgia, like thinking about the past that has gone by, the days that have gone by. Some of the Divine Masculines are getting heavy downloads, all right, heavy downloads with regard to probably past life connections as well. All right, could be their childhood. Some of them might be working through their childhood issues or childhood patterns, right? Some of them could also be discovering inner child healing or inner child trauma and what to do about it. And I think that's a huge serendipity if you look at it, right? Right, 10 of Cups. Yeah, what makes them happy, right? So this is about divine masculines trying to gain a perspective of on what could literally make them happy, what could bring them this joy, right? Some of them, like I said, are heavily surrounded by family. They could have a family, right? They could have a family around them, which is being supportive at the current moment. But I have a feeling that what I'm getting here is that this divine masculine, or divine masculines in general, are getting some sort of a download in terms of their past life families with the divine feminine. This is about their past life home with regard to the divine feminine, and I think they're heavily in their nostalgia about the situation. All right, so this is what I'm getting. All right, please bear with me if you hear a lot of background noise today. This is because of the festivals around the corner, right? So there you go. And I think these are the wee hours when you hear a lot of vehicles flying. Card, please. Four of Swords. This again is a beautiful energy where the divine masculine is kind of in the resting period, and I think some of them are taking healing modalities quite seriously. They are kind of meditating or even praying to understand. Maybe they are going back to some of their childhood memories in their meditative zones, or going back to some of their past lives to understand what their lives have been, or the patterns have been with the divine feminine, right? Three of Swords, yeah, heavily also trying to heal a wound that they might have caused, you know, in this connection, trying to probably heal from these wounds, right? It could stem from these past life connections as well. And I think I'm getting some sort of unresolved trauma that they might have left behind, but they might not have addressed completely. This is what I'm getting as of now. Tell me more about the Three of Swords here. The Emperor. Right. It has got to do with taking action, or the failure of taking action in certain situations, or they could also go back to understanding where they have been pretty controlling, or try to control the outcome of a situation by being in the distorted masculine energy, right? Yeah, being in the Chariot situation, right? Again, trying to heal the wound by coming forward, making the right choices in life. This divine masculine is very much in the movement energy. They want to move ahead, right? Taking charge of the situation and giving back to whoever deserves their love, commitment, and their attention, right? So Six of Pentacles is actually quite a beautiful energy if you look at it. And I think it's all about the equal give and take, and the divine masculine is trying to understand. Boy, are you kidding me? At the bottom of the deck, we have you, divine feminines. Look at this, the Empress. So you're heavily on their minds. You're heavily on their subconscious here. All right, we have the Emperor and the Empress. Divine feminines, this is so much your reading. Even though I'm trying to channel a divine masculine, I see you in their energy, here. They're trying to create something new in their life. Could be abundance, could be material gain, which is what I'm getting. But at the same time, they're trying to heal a past life, probably a past life wound related to probably the lack of movement, the lack of commitment, the lack of equal give and take. I think they're heavily in their minds about healing this particular aspect about themselves, and I think that is what serendipity here is all about. And they're getting all the help required from the divine, from the universe, right? And this is all about the leg up that we currently see in the spread, right? So this is what I'm getting, and this is beautiful. Okay, let's see what shadow energies want to come through for my divine masculines. What is the current shadow energy that they are dealing with? Let's see. Alone in the world. Downcast pride. All right, what I'm getting is that I think most of the divine anger in chains do you see that here? Okay, I think most of the divine masculines are working through probably some codependency issues where they might have chosen paths or routes which might have stemmed from decisions that they took because they might have felt alone in some shape or form, or they couldn't have handled the solitude, I would say, being alone in the world for some reason. And what I'm getting is that they do have codependency issues, right? When you have codependency issues, you kind of also go to patterns or karmic partners which probably may not be the answer at the moment, but probably who can be a temporary sort of a relief for the loneliness that you have, but you are not necessarily addressing a core wound within yourself, right? And that's what the divine masculine is coming to a realization, right? So they're getting the point that this is where the shadow work needs to be done. How can they heal the codependency issues within themselves, which is why they probably that might have stopped them from moving forward, or probably that might have stopped them from taking action in certain situations, right? So we got the Emperor card already, where there was a lack of action, right? So this is where they are healing this particular aspect, where probably it might have stemmed from like an inner distorted masculine side which fails to stay alone by themselves, right? Decisions being taken from being alone. Maybe they have chosen karmic partners, or they might have gone to marriages or relationships which have resulted from their fear of being alone in the world, right? And I think that stems from some sort of a codependency issue that they're currently trying to heal, and this is what I'm getting at the moment, right? Okay. Now let's see how let's see what they can do in regard to this particular these shadow energies that have come up, right, for the divine masculine. What can they do with regard to the shadow energy that has come up for divine masculines? The truth, yeah, they need to face the truth of the situation. Protection, yeah, protecting themselves from unwanted energies, or protecting themselves from unwanted thoughts, or even codependency issues, right? There you go. Prosperity, dealing with the I think some of the divine masculines also suffer from lack mentality. There you go. Healing, right? They need to heal this particular aspect about themselves, where they probably have a tendency to choose karmic partners because of the fear of abandonment, because of the fear of being left out in the cold, because of the fear of being completely alone in this journey and not stepping up to the role of the divine masculine, which is the Emperor, right? This is where I think the divine masculine is trying to take charge of the situation, and I think he's healing that aspect of himself, right? And I think when you look at the downcast pride, right, it is all about getting into the wrong side of your pride, where you are not necessarily being in your what do you call there are two aspects of pride, where one is the ego selves of you, and the other one is where you are genuinely proud of yourself, right? And I think this particular masculine, or the divine masculine in general, they are trying to understand and trying to differentiate between these two types of pride, which they can overcome through some sense of discernment, I think, and facing the truth of the matter again. I think some of them are also doing some shadow work, or doing some sort of like I said, heavy healing or meditation process. Some of these divine masculines are into major shadow work and dealing with meditation processes. All right, coming to the messages that they want to give to the divine feminine. All right, what messages does your divine masculine or the divine masculines want to send to the feminines at the moment? Let's see. I have cried for you. It's really hard for me to open up. Yep. Some of these shadow aspects are also coming up, where they are, I just want you to be happy. Oh boy. The divine masculines are heavily in their nostalgia and trying to understand what could make lying for me was just easier than telling the truth. Yeah, divine feminines, this is what I'm getting. All right, the divine masculines are heavily in their I'm still haunted by my actions. Yes, if they might have probably cheated, or might have gone to a different partner, right, or might have chosen someone else over you, or they might have lied to you, deceived you in some shape or form, left you out in the cold, ghosted you, right? I think that again stems from their inadequacy to heal certain aspects about themselves. Now, when I say this, I don't mean to say that they are bad human beings, right? We do have unhealed aspects about ourselves which we often fail to recognize, and I think with time we do understand that these sides of us need healing, right? And I think the divine masculine is currently trying to understand what actions of his might have caused this particular wound. We have already seen the Three of Swords energy here. They're trying to understand what they could have done to drive the divine feminine away, or what they could have done to have caused this amount of hurt, this amount of abandonment in the divine feminine, right? And I think like I said, if they might have lied to you, or they might have not opened up to you, or they might have just not been emotionally available, I think that also stems heavily from certain childhood issues that they are trying to understand or review at the moment, right? And this is kind of a heavy work, or the shadow work that they are currently doing, or some of them are doing, right? And if you wanted a confirmation if they have thought about you or not, whether they have really regretted over whatever has transpired between the two of you, whatever has fallen apart between the two of you, I think this is a message that they want to say. They have definitely cried over you, divine feminines, and I think this is big, right? They just want you to be happy, which means that they want you to probably keep your thoughts happy, move forward with a happy mindset, or probably not remember them with a sad memory, I guess, right? Because they are heavily in their nostalgia, right? And this is quite big. This shows, for a matter of fact, that they are still haunted by the actions. Like I said, what could have caused this particular hurt, right? I will come back for you. Now this is quite huge because we already saw the masculine energy, right, with the chariot. And I think this particular masculine is definitely taking steps in the future to come correct, to come to the divine feminine in a version that they might not have seen him before, right? And that's where I think true healing lies. This is quite a message, divine feminine, I must say. So yeah, these are the messages from the divine masculine for this particular week. Let me know if this resonated with you, or if you really liked it, or if it struck a chord with you. Thank you so much again for watching, and sending my love to all the twin flames, divine feminines, divine masculines. Now again, when we read, we are reading, just channeling these messages, right? There's nothing personal. We are not targeting anyone, right? We're not saying that the divine masculine is bad or the divine feminine is superior. No one is superior or inferior in this journey. We are just cruising through our soul's journey depending on the amount of healing that we have done, right? So that's what we probably need to look at. And I think we are kind of in a heavy spiritual ascension, and this cannot be denied, right? We are facing our shadows. We are facing things about ourselves, and we are trying to heal that aspect of ourselves, and due credit should go to anyone who is doing that, right? So divine feminine, keep being you, keep doing you, keep elevating, all right? Keep putting all your efforts, all your love into yourself while you are reminiscing about your divine masculine, right? Keep him in your happy thoughts, keep him in your prayers, so that he can elevate and he can come to you correct. Or even when he doesn't want to come to you correct, or even when he does not come to you correct, that shouldn't matter anymore, because you have already elevated, right? You have already elevated to a level or to a stage where you have reached self-love or your maximum ascension, right? That's what should matter. So thank you people for watching again, and you take care. Have a great week ahead. Bye bye.